Which retirement plan comes with a guaranteed benefit at the very end of it? I'm going to tell you that answer. Hi there, my name is Stan, the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent licensed in all 50 states, sporting the Annuity Man basketball logo, which is, living. It's been a while. Big C behind the camera since I shot the basketball, but I still hold the record. So for accuracy, that's what slow white guys do when they play. And that's okay, But I didn't have a choice as a kid. Both of my parents were both college basketball coaches, so it wasn't like, what do you want to play? It's, hey, this is what you're going to play. So we're going to talk about that retirement plan that has a guaranteed benefit at the back end after this. All right, so let me break it down as only Stan, the Annuity Man, can. There are two really primary types of retirement plans. Okay, the first one is a defined contribution plan. Okay, defined contribution plan would be 401k, 457, 403b, simple IRA, SEP IRA. You're accumulating, assets, tax deferred, defined contribution. You're contributing to it. Hopefully your employer is matching or contributing something. So that's defined contribution, okay? Most of you out there have it. Most companies provide that. The Annuity Man, we provide a defined contribution 401k with matching. The other part is the one that has the benefit at the end. It's called a defined benefit plan. And a defined benefit plan is actually a pension type plan that is put in place by the company for the employees. This is a dinosaur. There's just not many of these anymore, okay? 9%, not 90, 9% of the people out there working have a pension waiting for them at the end, in essence, a defined benefit plan. 9. The other 91 are defined contribution plans, okay? So the good news about if you have a defined benefit plan is that's a pension that you can depend on just like you depend on Social Security. And that's fantastic. I hope you have it. But if you don't have it, then you have to take the defined contribution plan and turn it into a pension. That's where I come in. That's where the Annuity Man, who represents every single company out there and every single type of lifetime income product, pension product out there, the products that create that lifetime income check every single month, you have to take that 401k, 457, 403b, simple IRA, SEP IRA, and transfer that money, some or all, into a lifetime income stream to create that pension that you need to coordinate with Social Security, all right? It's really that simple. Now, you have to say, well, didn't a lot of companies in the past have pensions? Yeah, a lot of companies in the past had pensions, and they had gold watches that they gave you, and you stayed there forever. But I'd say 20, 30 years ago, and I'm probably wrong about that, I did know the date specific a while back, companies switched to the 401k model because for the company, it's more profitable. They're not on the hook for that employee that retires and then they have to pay a pension to that employee. What they're saying is we're going to match you along the way in the defined contribution, and then thank you very much for working for us. There's your money, and then you can roll it into an IRA and then have at it. Good luck. In essence, good luck. I'm not sure that's right or wrong. As an employer, it's the path of least resistance, and it's what most companies do. Now, obviously, we're a little bit different, so if you retire from us, you're going to sit down with us and go, okay, let's get an annuity for you. I mean, we are the Annuity Man, but most companies are like, hey, have at it. I did my job as the employer as giving you money along the way and matching. But it's a little bit of an issue in this country. And I do think, and again, I'm not political, I'm contractual, remember that. I do think going forward politically, you're going to have candidates that start talking about this. They're starting already to talk about a universal basic income. Check the date of this tape. You might be looking at it 10 years from now and going, what are you talking about, son? We already have it. But the point is they're talking about it. And they're talking about it because there are no more defined benefit plans. And it's all defined contribution plans. So I'm just saying, we're in a tough spot as a country. What do we do? What do we do for the people that don't even have an employer that provides a 401k? Or what do we do for the gig worker that can't afford to start their own SEP or their own personal 401k? Because Social Security was never put on the planet to be the primary income source for you in retirement. It was put in place to be a supplement. And I don't even want to see the stats of people that Social Security is their retirement. It's got to be huge. And that's the reason that politicians never touch it. That's the reason that politicians raise that increase, not because they're looking at actuarial, they're looking at political. They want the votes. They know that people with Social Security are going to vote. And I have nothing against Social Security as a plan. It's just we're going to have to think a little bit bigger than that going forward because the numbers just don't work. They just don't work. And the people watching this video are probably people with means meaning they have money to think about buying an annuity to create lifetime income. But in this country where over 60% of people 60 or older have less than $10,000 to their name, that's tough. I mean, that's tough. And with $37 trillion in debt at the time of this taping, all kinds of chaos globally, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Okay? But what you need to do is look at your income floor, look at what you have, what's coming in, and then what additional that you may need. And then go to my site, theannuityman.com, run quotes, download the books, learn more. Go to go to the YouTube and type in the product you want to learn more about. I've done hundreds of videos on everything. And then dig in and then connect with us and let us have a conversation. Every single person in my office in Las Vegas is licensed in all 50 states. They're just not on commission. Their bonus is my discretion on how they treat clients and if the clients are happy. We have ways to track that. So they're not hammers looking for nails. We have 14,000 people turning to age 65 every single day. That's a big number. That's what they call in the business a demographic tidal wave. Now, we're in front of that, and we're prepared for that, and I'm staffed for that. We have the technology for that to make sure that you're going to make a good decision. But make your decision on the contractual guarantees and have us quote all carriers for you. Do me one last favor. There's a video above me that we talk about. I did a video just on why contractual guarantees only drive the train for the annuity man, and it should be the only thing that you look at for you, and it should be the only strategy that the industry uses. It's important to us because annuities have their place. You already love the one you already own, which is Social Security. So they have their place. You just have to look at them properly and contractually so you can make a good decision on your terms and on your time frame. My name's Stan the Annuity Man. See you next time.